What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Those who donated and those of you who will, we appreciate it. Even those of you who've hit me up on my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV, thank y'all for coming over there. I appreciate it. Now, I've been meaning to talk about this story probably when it happened a couple weeks ago. It happened this month out in Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff. Of this bishop, Darick Favors, a beloved bishop from Dallas, Texas, known for his miraculous laying on of hands, was found dead from unexplained causes at a motel Wednesday, according to the Dallas Police Department. A staff member at the motel told the Christian Post that he was discovered with drugs in his room. A brief statement from the Dallas Police Department said that about 12:05 p.m. on Wednesdays, officers found the 42-year-old bishop of Full Gospel Tabernacle dead at the motel along the 7600 block of South Central Expressway. The complainant, Darick Favors, black male, was found deceased inside his room. The incident is being investigated as an unexplained death, the statement said. There was no obvious signs of homicidal violence. Before I go on, let me say this. My condolences do go out to the bishop's family, his friends, and his church. And a lot of people, you know, have sent well wishes and condolences through social media as well. And then there are other people on social media who have questions, like myself, as to what really happened in that motel room and why was a pastor in a motel room in the city that he lived in. I'm going to let y'all watch these videos of Bishop Favors preaching and his wife preaching as well, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
Cause I gotta have power to get off this cigarettes. I gotta have power so I can quit my cursing. I gotta have power so I can put my drugs down. I gotta have power that'll sustain me in the midst of my storm. I gotta have power so I can live right. I gotta have power so I can go to be with Jesus if it costs my life. Say it!
You're not gonna have our ways. You're not gonna have our ways. That dying day is coming. That dying day is coming. You got one chance. You got one chance. You got one chance to get this right. You know you're not right. You know you need some deliverance. You know you're struggling. You know some things are just not right in your life. Laws are changing. The handwriting is on the wall. One scripture tells us if they can discern and know, where the cold air is coming from, and if it's coming from the south, how it's going to be hot, they can discern when it's going to rain because you see the cloud, but yet we can't discern the time.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, you all saw those video clips of Bishop Favors and his wife, Michelle Favors, preaching. And when Bishop Favors was preaching, he was saying, I got to have power to stop cussing. You got to have power to put down the cigarettes. I got to have power to put these drugs down. I have to have power to live right and all this kind of stuff, and I told you all before that many times when people are, motivational speakers, especially people who are preachers and stuff like that, a lot of times when people are preaching, and they're really, very, dogmatic and all this kind of stuff, people are preaching on their own lives. And there have been many sermons, as I looked at a lot of his sermons on YouTube, there have been many things that he has preached that it was almost like a cry for help. And my thing is, why did he not have anyone that he himself, could talk to and say, look, bruh, aside from all of this religious stuff and this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm dealing with. All of those men who were behind him in that church, who were hooping and hollering when he was preaching, out of all of those people, there wasn't one person, even if it wasn't a person who go to church, even if it wasn't a person who was in that religious circle, there was no one that you could say, bruh, this is what I'm dealing with, or go get some kind of professional help. If, you obviously, with the drug situation, and it's just real sad because I feel we continue to lose people people who do great things in the community. As I was reading even stuff during his on his funeral, you know, Dawson gonna do his research. A lot of people on social media and people who left their condolences were saying what a good man he was and how he had this awesome smile, and that they're hurt because this is one of the good ones. But one of the good ones had a side that he could not really talk to nobody about. Like so many other people, y'all. And I tell y'all this, you need to find that one person. It may not be 3, it may not be 4 or 5. You need to find that one person that you can be real with. Because being real with them will probably, you know, basically save your life. That person who gonna tell you the truth, ain't gonna judge you, ain't gonna make you feel bad about it. Because I grew up in the church and I don't go to church no more. If that offend you, you don't have to watch my show no more. That's how Dawson roll over here. But I'm telling you, if you, I don't even know where to begin. My God, that I could write a book, all the stuff I experienced in the church. But one thing I could say is that there has to be somebody that we could that anybody could talk to. I don't care if you're the Pope. I don't care if you're a mega church pastor and you're on all of these different news. Now, everybody has something they're dealing with. I understand that. I'm not naive to that point. But there has to be somebody that you can be real with. And like I said, being real with that one person in that non-judgment zone may save your life. And another thing with his wife, Michelle Favors, you know, she was preaching and she was saying some stuff. Y'all heard what she was saying. You got to get right. Time is running out. You don't know when you're going to die, all this kind of stuff. You know, you've been struggling and all this kind of stuff, and you got to have discernment. Why can't we discern anything? And my question to her and many other people who are walking close to people who may be in the spotlight, who may have social status or some kind of, you know, high profile position, that a lot of people are going to them for help and support, and they are really kind of, you know, they're feeding off of them. Why didn't you discern that? For somebody who walked close to your husband, why weren't you able to discern what he was going through? And that's not only for her, but for many of us too, who are around people, and we hang out with them, we have good times, we do all this, and then the next thing you know, they killed somebody, or they done killed themselves, or they done jump. Why don't we go deep in our friendships, in our social circles? Why don't we go deep, y'all? It's not just surface stuff. Look at the shoes you wear. Oh, you got Louis Vuitton. You got Gucci. Oh, I got this. I got that. Go deep in come on. It bothers me. And y'all people who on my show, y'all know my heart. I have a heartbeat for humanity, all of humanity, not just for Christian folks, for all of humanity. And one thing I always, when people get around me, and I've had people tell me this all the time, you too deep for me, bro. And the thing is, because I'm not after the surface stuff. What are you really about? And some of us will save our lives from destruction if we really go deep in friendships and business ventures and things we do in life. Everybody's just so surface with everything. And then when people die, when they explode, when they have, some kind of mental breakdown, people, well, I never thought that would be them, because we don't go deep in anything. Some of y'all that went over your head, some of you understand what I'm saying. Who could this man have talked to? Obviously, it couldn't have been his wife, or it could have been a situation that she was so happy being the first lady and the status that they had that she may have saw issues that were there and didn't want to address them, or just said, I'm going to pray about it and give it to the Lord. And sometimes when you get up to preach, instead of preaching, like I said before, something that's going to help everybody, you're preaching on the issues that's happening in your home. Maybe that sermon was for your husband. I don't know why I be doing these videos, because it really gets me, because a lot of this stuff is common sense, y'all. And I know I have a lot of people, thanks for subscribing. Whenever you feel you don't want to ride with Dawson no more and Denise no more, we don't hold nobody. But I'm always say what I want to say on my YouTube channel. I feel that a lot of people have so much judgment, and they're so, oh, well, you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to do that. And to me, it seemed like, and this is just my opinion, that's what he was up under, that he could not tell somebody, this is what I'm going through. This is seriously what I'm going through, bro. I need help. I can't keep up this facade any longer. And because he could not do that, Because everybody wanted the bishop. Oh, the bishop. Here come the bishop. Here come the bishop. That's a title, man. I don't want your title. The Bible say, I'll make your name great, not your title. Everybody chasing titles, and you don't even know who you are. You're chasing titles and chasing people and chasing labels and chasing all this stuff that won't amount to a hill of beans. And then to die like this, and your family has to deal with the way you died. You have kids, buddy. All of us, we got people. They have to live with all of this. Now I'm going on too long from now. I'm going to get off of this. But my thing on this is, y'all have somebody you could talk to. It is sad. Now, there are other things that, you know, people were saying how he died, and there were other people in the hotel room and other objects that were in the hotel room. People were trying to, you know, make it very salacious. And I'm not going into that. Y'all read up on the story if y'all want to hear what else was in the hotel room, because some people try to make these stories very salacious for all this other kind of stuff. But I'm not even going to go in that. But I'm just going to say this does put me in the mind of the death of Pastor Zachary Timms, and how he was found in the W Hotel in Manhattan in 2011, August 2011. And that really got me then, because Zach Timms was a pastor in the area I grew up in. I grew up in the Central Florida area. He was over in Orlando. And I've heard him preach before, you know, have seen what he did with New Destiny and all that kind of stuff, saw all that stuff on TBN and stuff, and was real happy. Zach was doing so many good things in Orlando, and then how he died, that was really sad. And the fact that he died at 42, Zach Timms died at 42, and so did this bishop, 42 years old, in a motel, whatever you want to say, under the same circumstances. And it's just sad. Because I said the same thing with Zach. Did he have somebody that he could talk to? And not only that, remember last year, y'all? Remember the ex-NFL player, Brian Robinson's death? And how he was found in another no-tell motel. And he was 41 years old. And he was found, you know, in a hotel room with you know, I think they were saying condoms and some kind of inhalant stuff. He was all this other stuff. It has to be that one person that you could talk to and be real with. That's all I'm trying to say. All of this stuff on social media, follow me, follow you for what? What you gonna do? Why y'all so busy looking at everybody and following them and living vicariously through them? Follow me where? Follow you down your delusional life? Follow you down a road of destruction? Follow you down a road of not knowing who you are? All the people you've been with, all the men or women you've been with? Follow you where? Your delusion? You want me to follow that? Y'all better start following your own mind, and then following your creator. That's all I'm saying. People need it. 2018, y'all, it's time to know who you are for real. Because we're going to keep hearing stories like this. We're going to keep, trust me, mark my words, we're going to keep hearing stories like this, because everybody's living a facade. Nobody wants to be who they really are. Nobody wants to go and say, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with. And we continue to find stories like this, and everybody wants to pray. Out of all the prayers that you've been saying all your life, we need to see some results. We need to see that power that you were saying and all this kind of stuff that we say, and we got power. We need to see you live it. Quit throwing scriptures, live it. Quit throwing scriptures, live it. Quit quoting everything else and telling people to live it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying we're perfect, but that's my hope for you all 2018 and beyond. Find that one person you can be real with. Find that one person you can be real with, because that might save your life. Again, sad situation. My thoughts go out to his family and friends and his wife. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Take care of yourself and each other. Please take care of yourself. Until next time, it's your boy Dawson. Peace.